Hello. I'm just going to do a quick video on how I made these flowers on this card. I didn't put it in the video because that video was getting pretty long. And the only thing I forgot to do in the video for this card was put these pearls on. I saw the time and how long that video was, and I just kind of wrapped it up. So it's just 3 different sizes, 3 down in that bottom corner and 3 up there in that top corner. And you don't have to put them on if you don't want to, but I got to looking at it afterwards. And also, you know what else I did? I performed surgery on this card after I did the video, and I took out some of those shaker pieces. I stuck my pokey tool, let me get this turned right, in there between the acetate and the foam, and I pried it open and I dumped a bunch of those shaker bits out, and then I put glue in there and glued it back and put clothespins on it to hold it together until it was glued. And now it doesn't have too many shaker pieces in it. You can actually see the buildings. Oh, I thought that was pretty funny. Oh well. Anyway, so this is how I made the flowers. So again, I used these mini Christmas botanical dies, and I used these, and I just used the smallest one and the middle one, and this is Anna's Ivory cardstock. This is just some random red cardstock from the craft store. So all you do, this is so simple, cut them out, glue them together. I'm sure most of you know how to do this, but you know, we have some beginner crafters in our group, and I'd like to let them know that this is beginner friendly and I'm thinking about you guys. And okay, so you glue them together, and then you want to take a little bone folder, what is that called when you do that? Oh my god, you guys, this is terrible. Scoring tool. My brain, let me tell you. I had an aneurysm 2015 or 16. Can't really remember. It didn't rupture, thank goodness. But all the drugs that they gave me in the hospital, because my blood pressure was, they thought I was going to stroke out, and my head hurt so bad I thought I was dying. They gave me a bunch of drugs, and it caused me to have tardive dyskinesia. I'm sure you've seen commercials about drugs for that. So for several months, I could barely talk. I had a terrible, terrible stutter, and I would just get hung up on my words, and I couldn't get them out. And I still catch myself doing that every once in a while. But so if you notice me doing that, that's why. My brain is damaged. That's not funny. But I don't know what else to say. It's damaged. It was damaged before. It's damaged worse now. So anyway, you're just going to get your bone folder. I don't even know why I told you guys that. And I always do the bottom ones down and then the top ones up. And if I had that third layer on here, because there's a bigger third die right here, I would do that big one down, and then I do the next 2 up. But it's all your personal preference. It's just me. And then after a while, and after you get them, put them on the card, they kind of get smushed down just a little bit. But so that's, you just put them together. And then if you want to put stamens in the middle of them like I did, this is the Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool. It's straight. For everything else, I prefer this Cricut one. But for this, you need a straight one. So just poke a hole in the centers. And this, again, this is if you want to put the stamens in them, like this, these stamens. So just get them even. And then you have to take a little piece of wire. I just get cheapy wire from the dollar store. It comes on little rolls. Okay, and you want to just fold it in half. And you're going to stick those through there like that. And then you're going to grab the ends and just hold on to those little gold ends and kind of make sure they're sort of even. And then pull the wire down. And sorry, I'm trying to get a hold of it here so you can see it. And then hold on to those stamens really tight and then squeeze that wire so it's kind of sort of tight on there and also small enough that it can go through that hole. And sometimes I get my little pair of pliers and just you can kind of grab it and squeeze it up there and make it together just a little bit more. And then I just give it like a loose, I just give it a loose wrap. And this is way too long, so I'll cut it off a little bit. Oops. Keep trying to do stuff where you can't see. Okay, so I just made that wire just slightly shorter. So you've got your stamens folded in half. The wire goes through the middle of them. And I just about pulled that one out. Oh, I forgot to fire up my hot glue gun. I hate it when I do that. Okay, so then you're just going to take this wire and you're just going to stick it through the center of that flower. And you're just going to pull really hard and pull those stamen down through there. And, you know, in some flowers you might want to leave them longer. And then other flowers you want them shorter. And this one I want them all down there. All down as far as they'll go in a little clump right in the middle. And then you just turn it over and you just put some hot glue around there. Hot glue because it dries super fast. So you don't have to sit around and wait for, you know, regular glue to dry. And that just keeps these stamen from falling out the front. So, and then you can just cut that off. Just like that. And then you have your flower. So that's how you get stamens inside the flowers. And I'll do it again on this white one, and I'll try not to get my hands in the way. So let's do another one. So just take those out of there. And I just take my pokey tool and just kind of open that up so I can get those stamen in there. Just twist it back open. There. And then just get your stamen. Fold them in half. Put the wire through there. Pull it like that. Hold on to those stamen, get a good grip on them. I don't have a very good grip. Let me readjust. There we go. And I always hold them way down there just so they can't move. And that wire can't move. And then just smash that wire. Give it a little twist. Just the little twist is just so it goes through the hole in the flower easier. Doesn't need to be like a billion of them, just a few. There. Okay, so you got your little stamen like that on your wire, and you're just gonna poke them through the flower. And if they move, like those just moved, just gonna pull them back over and pull it through really hard. Let me see if this hot glue gun's ready yet. Hot glue really does work the best because it's just dries so fast. Yeah, I think it might be just barely hot enough. You can just put just a little bit of hot glue around the bottom. There. And it, you know, hot glue dries super fast. So then you can just cut that off. The hot glue's going crazy. Okay. And then you can save that wire or you can just chuck it. I just chuck it. The wire, this is the wire I get. Get it at the dollar store. You can get it at the craft store. Sometimes Walmart has it. Probably not Walmart so much anymore, though. They don't have hardly anything in their craft section. And this is just a really thin wire. 26 is what it is. And there's Stamens that come in like all colors. These I got from Amazon. Lots of really bright colors. Oh, those dogs. My little guard dogs. Okay, so that's that part. And then the other thing that I did to them was I wanted to have a little glitter around the edges. I just thought that would look pretty. And also because the first card that I made, where's that first one? It had these flowers from Michael's on it, or Hobby Lobby, and they had glitter. They actually have that little sugar stuff around the edge too. But I kind of wanted them to look similar because y'all like that card so much. So I tried to make similar flowers because I didn't have any more of those ones from Hobby Lobby. So, and you can, it's probably easier if you just leave the long stamens and don't cut them off till you're done with the glitter. Then you have more to hang on to. I've got nails, so I can hold on to it with my nails. And then you just want to go, this is Stickles Glitter Glue. And this is called Goldenrod. And you're just going to put a little right on the edges. And it's okay if it looks a little sloppy. The ones I have on that other card are kind of sloppy, but once it's all done, it looks good. I mean, you don't want to like make a huge mess of it, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I think is this the one I glued with glue? Yeah. I need to stick some hot glue under there. Forgot about that. All right, I'm going to set that one aside until that hot glue dries. And we'll just do this one. There, I can hold that blob of hot glue under there. So same thing, just a little. And if you feel like it's a little too blobby, you can always take a little paintbrush and just kind of, that one's stiff because I used it yesterday. You can just kind of paint it out and make it a little less blobby, like that. Flipped upside down. But if you just barely squeeze this, it's got a really fine tip on it, so you can just get a tiny bit out. And just be patient, you know. It's not a race. You don't have to get it done in 2 seconds. You can put as much or as little as you want. Doesn't matter. Oh, it's getting out of the camera there. And I went ahead and bent these before I put the glitter on because once you put the glitter on, it's a little harder to bend them. glitter glue. I mean, it's glue, so it dries a little bit on the harder side. I'm losing my grip down there. Oops. That red one's stuck to my hand. I can always hold on to this with my little tweezer. There, that works. That's actually easier. I think yesterday when I made them, I just left the long stamens on them, held them by that. And then when they were all dry, then I went back and cut them off. So then I took this Crafter's Companion, I forget what these are called, sparkle pen, and it's clear. So it's like a clear substance with really microfine glitter in it. Get the lid off. So if you've never seen these before, oh, that's a piece of foam. Let me find something. Here. That way I can just see it. If you've ever used one of these, it's like a water pen. Everything's down here in the barrel, and you got to squeeze it so it gets up in here by the brush. So you can see it in here. You can see when I squeeze it, it kind of bubbles in there. And then you just paint it on. They have different colored ones, like really brightly colored ones, but I like this clear one. It's just got a little bit of a barely silvery shimmer to it. There. Isn't that pretty? So I just put that on these flowers just to give it a little extra something. And now that I'm thinking about it, you need to wait for that glitter glue to dry. You could actually put this on first because it dries like within a few minutes. It's dry. But you got to wait for that glitter glue to dry. But I'll go ahead and put some on in the middle. I'll just try not to get that glitter glue on my brush. There, so you can kind of see how it makes it shimmery. It's pretty. I like it. You can do your glitter however you want. Or you don't have to do glitter. My dog probably hears the UPS man, although he's not coming here today. But he doesn't even want that truck on our street. If he had his way, he would never see a UPS truck in his life. He's such a little jerk. Okay, so I'm going to get that off of there. Grab this red one. And let's go ahead and put the sparkle on. See how much easier it is to put it on when there's no glitter. You don't have to be careful. And I put this on all kinds of stuff. You know, like die cuts, like pre-printed die cut flowers. Or, you know, I put it on these little houses that are inside this shaker on that card. I put the glitter on, and then I put this on. I love it. I put it on almost everything. And so, like I said in the other video, there is something called Wink of Stella, which I think might have been one of the first ones of these type of things to come out. And then Crafter's Companion came out with theirs. I've ordered Wink of Stella in bulk from Amazon, and they're kind of lame. I'm not sure why. So the ones, these actually say Wink of Stella, and I bought those from like, you know, scrapbook.com or someplace like that. And yeah, those are all Wink of Stella. So now these don't say Wink of Stella, although when you search on Amazon for Wink of Stella, these will come up. And they're made in Japan, just like these. These are made in Japan. They have a lot of the same Kiritaki. Yeah. See, they're both made by the same company, Kuretake Company Ltd. So the Wink of Stella ones that I have originally say that, and these say that. I'm not sure what the difference is, but it feels like the glitter in these just is not quite as thick. Like there isn't as much of it, and they're not as sparkly. But they're okay, and they were light years cheaper. So, and then Crafter's Companion had theirs on sale here a while back. And so I just got curious and to see what theirs were like. And so I ordered some of them. Theirs come in a box like this. Spectrum Noir Sparkle. And they call this clear overlay. So there you go. They sell out really fast all the time because the clear one is the most popular. Okay, so here we go. We're almost done now. You'll know how to make these flowers. See, I'm not really, I mean, I'm trying to be sort of careful, but not super careful. Let's see, I got one more to do down here. You still see? Yeah. Okay, see, there you go. I think those are pretty. I think they'd be really pretty. I did the gold, like I said, because the other ones on that other card that you guys like so much were gold. But I think they would also be pretty with this on them. This is that iridescent kind. Let me get that red scrap out here. See, it's just, it's kind of clear, but it's really opalescent. And it stays sort of dimensional. Not quite as much as Nuvo Drops, but it's a little bit dimensional. And it is so sparkly. I just love it. Okay, that's enough of that. All right. If you have any more questions, let me know. Bye-bye. Oh, I hit stop, but it didn't stop.